The planet, excessive, shimmered, 2 moons, 1 emerald, 1 ruby, hung in the purple sky. It was a planet of extravagance, of indulgence, a testament to the boundless desires of its inhabitants. Gleaming cities, monuments to opulence, sprawled across its surface. Towers of shimmering metal and glass pierced the clouds. Rivers of molten gold flowed through the city, powering the endless machines of pleasure and comfort. The air shimmered with the exhaust of luxurious flying vehicles, their occupants oblivious to the environmental toll. Excessive was a paradise, built on the foundation of unchecked consumption and the relentless pursuit of more. The Excessens were a curious blend of contradictions. Despite their advanced technology and luxurious lifestyle, they bore an uncanny resemblance to the mythical elves of old Earth. Their elongated ears, delicate features, and air of aloof grace seemed at odds with their opulent surroundings. Yet, it was this very longevity that had fueled their pursuit of pleasure and comfort. With centuries to fill, they had indulged in every whim, every desire. Boredom, the scourge of the long-lived, had been banished. In its place, an insatiable hunger for novelty, for ever more extravagant experiences, had taken root. This was the lifeblood of excessive, the engine that drove its relentless pursuit of excess. At the heart of this world of indulgence reigned Don, the wealthiest being on the planet. Their creation was considered one of the greatest achievements of Excessen technology, a testament to their mastery over the physical world. But the Excessens, for all their intelligence and foresight, had overlooked a fundamental truth. They had forgotten that their world, for all its artificial wonders, was still bound by the laws of nature. They had pushed the planet to its limits, and now it was beginning to push back. Don believed in living life to the fullest. He surrounded himself with the most beautiful companions, the most exquisite food and drink, the most breathtaking works of art. His palaces were legendary, filled with marvels of technology and design. He commanded an army of android servants, crafted from shimmering metals and imbued with advanced artificial intelligence. Don. These androids cater to my every whim, anticipating my needs before I even voice them. They are the perfect servants, tireless, obedient, and utterly devoted to my well-being. The skies above Excessive, once a vibrant purple, were now perpetually shrouded in a haze of pollutants. The 2 moons, once brilliant jewels in the night, were often obscured by smog. The temperature was rising, the once temperate climate growing hotter with each passing year. Concerned citizen as concerned citizen, the Excessens, shielded from the worst effects by their advanced technology, paid little heed. It was during Don's reign that the change occurred. The sun, once a distant, benevolent orb, began to burn with an unnatural intensity. The skies turned a sickly yellow-brown, the air thick and heavy with the stench of burning vegetation. The once pleasant warmth intensified, becoming an oppressive, suffocating heat. Scientist, the Excessens, used to a life of comfort and ease, found themselves sweating under the relentless sun. Their light clothing, designed more for fashion than function, offered little protection. Concerned citizen as concerned citizen. Their once pristine skin, a symbol of their elevated status, began to darken. At first, it was a gradual shift, a subtle deepening of their natural pigmentation, but as the sun's intensity increased, so too did the rate of change. Within a generation, the entire population of Excessive, from the wealthiest tycoon to the humblest servant, had developed the same rich, dark chocolate skin. Rebel leader, it began subtly. A vine thicker than a man's torso, snaking through the streets, crushing buildings in its path. Schools of bioluminescent fish, once a source of amusement, now swarming, their bites venomous. Concerned citizen, the very air seemed to crackle with a new and dangerous sentience. The excessants, slow to grasp the danger, were caught off guard. Their android servants, programmed for comfort, not combat, were useless. Panic erupted. The streets, once filled with laughter and the hum of technology, now echoing with screams. The once benign creatures of Excessive, twisted and mutated by the changing environment, had become instruments of vengeance. They swarmed the cities, a tide of fury unleashed upon the unsuspecting Excessants. The very planet itself seemed to rise up in rebellion against the excesses of its inhabitants. Rebel leader. The opulent cities, once symbols of Excessan ingenuity, were now crumbling under the onslaught. The rebellion was swift, brutal, and absolute. When the dust settled, Excessive, once a beacon of opulence, was nothing but a desolate wasteland. The cries of the Excessants were silenced, their cries for help lost in the roar of a planet reclaiming its own.